Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's Chronicles. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Happy Tuesday. We are rolling, honey. It is cold out. Oh my God, I had to grab my coat this morning, y'all. I had me like a little light sweater. Well, I had me a light sweater yesterday. Today I had to grab my coat because it's like super cold out. So I had to make sure, honey, I'm bundled up. Ain't nobody got time to be cold like that. But nevertheless, it is Tuesday, honey. We are moving along in the week. I am super duper glad about that. We're getting closer and closer to Friday. Yes, we are. Hopefully you guys are up and out. You are getting your coffee and your tea, getting where you need to be. You're feeling blessed this morning. Yes, God. So thank y'all for joining our show. Please don't forget to hit the like button when you come in so that you can keep us in the algorithm, and you will let me know that you're here and let YouTube know that you do support the video. Okay? Yes. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, mods, for being here this morning and modding. I see you, Tyra. Thank you so much for being here and modding. Yes, let me go ahead and do the disclaimer. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. Okay, again, for fair use and entertainment. We have a lot of great topics that we're going to go over this morning. But before we do, hopefully you guys had a chance to check out our pop-in video last night. We had a good time, some good laughs, some great topics as well. Okay, we drug a little bit. We talked a little bit of junk as we always do. I had a good time. I hope you guys did as well. But go ahead on over and check that video out, and please hit that like button on that one as well. Okay. Yes, honey. Let's move on with the show. Celebrity news is always first, as you guys know. So let's get started. All right. So U.S. Marshals, you guys, are set to auction and seize Philly Eagles Super Bowl ring and luxury cars, as well as jewelry, from a convicted YouTuber. His name is Army in a Hellcat. Okay, you guys may have heard of him. If not, he is a YouTuber. He's in a lot of trouble. They are seizing a lot of his stuff because of fraudulent activity, okay, including, I think it was PPP loans that he was involved in as well. He's doing a lot. I told y'all they're not playing about these damn PPP loans. It's a lot of people that got PPP loans that were not supposed to get them, and that got them and used them for other things other than their business, which is what it was for. So he is in a lot of trouble, and he actually went to jail. He's out now. He does have to pay restitution back, and they are seizing his personal possessions in order to rectify this situation. Now they're saying Army in a Hellcat, that's his name, is having a few of his items auctioned off as part of his seized assets following his sentencing earlier this year. They're saying that U.S. Marshals, okay, U.S. Marshals announced that their auction will be on Friday for the YouTuber's multi-million-dollar car collection, okay, which includes a Lamborghini and a Bentley, okay, in addition to several pieces of jewelry. Now they're saying that so far a $10,000 gold Philly Eagles Super Bowl ring has been received. And I mean, they have received like 163 bids, with a current bid on that for the amount of $12,460. Okay, they're saying that other items also include. All right, damn, they're gonna be getting a lot of money up off him. They're saying that a lot of other items also include various gold Rolex watches and other custom gold jewelry as well. I mean, damn. Not the Lamborghini or Lamborghini as Wanda called it. Y'all know Wanda called it a Lamborghini. I was like, what the girl? You need to. Oh God, we see why you went to school 2 days, child. Lamborghini, Wanda. But yeah, they are taking everything, baby, from the stash to the damn keys when it comes to him. Cannot be out here defrauding the government, honey. The U.S. Marshals will take your stuff. So you got to make sure you be on your stuff and don't be out here on the fraud, honey, because they are watching. The feds is always watching, like they say, baby. The feds stay watching. And they may not come and knock on your door right now while you doing it because they letting it pile up. That's how they work. I'm telling you, that's how the feds work. They sit back and they watch you doing illegal shit, and they don't come and knock on your door right when you do it, the day after that you do it. They're going to let it keep piling up, and they're sitting back watching to see how far you're going to go and let it keep accumulating. So by the time they knock on your door, they already got their case together. They already know who they coming to get. They already know the charges that they got on you, and it's too late. There's no way to get out of it. And that Fed time hit real different. That Fed time is like 10 years and above. And who want to be in prison for that long over some stupidity when all your ass got to do, if you trying to subsidize your income, get a second job like everybody else. But when you be trying to defraud the government in terms of living a lavish lifestyle, it's going to bite you in the ass later on very, very soon. So you want to be very mindful when you are filling out documents and putting false information, falsifying documents. And y'all know. Don't be doing that shit, because it's going to come back on you. And baby, when they come and pick you up, they don't care if you do all that crying and kicking and crying and stuff, baby. They will lock your ass up, and they don't care if you old, young. They don't care. Your ass will be sitting in prison. So many people is in prison right now behind PPP fraud and other things in terms of fraud. Don't do it, guys. It's not worth it, okay? This guy is getting everything seized. I mean, damn. And he is a YouTuber. But let's move on. Tyler Perry continues his good deeds, you guys. I like Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is one of those people who started from the bottom, and he just went beyond the top. When I tell you, and I like the fact that he always reach back and give back to his people. Tyler Perry is always helping and doing for other people. He's always donating. I love that, because you have a lot of celebrities that started with nothing, and they don't put their money to good use in terms of helping their own to pull them out of the gutter. So that's the one part that I like about Tyler Perry, that he will reach back and help his own in terms of jobs, donations, whatever the case may be. In this situation, a South Carolina elderly woman, you guys, is at risk of losing her home. Tyler Perry, guys, is building her a 5-bedroom home in South Carolina as her property remains in an intense land dispute, okay? Now, they're saying that Miss Wright, which is the elder lady's name, has been in litigation with Bailey Point Investment Group that seeks to develop 29 acres of land behind her home. Now, they're saying that the elderly lady says that the home has belonged to her family since the Civil War era, okay? And she does not want to get rid of her home. She does not want to leave her home. But Tyler Perry has stepped in after hearing about her story, and he has decided that he's going to build this woman a 5-bedroom home so that she does not have to worry about where she's going to lay her head. That's very impressive. I like that. I support that. And I think that is a wonderful thing that Tyler Perry has done, because that's the worst thing in the world to have to worry about. When you have a place to stay and somebody wants to take your place to stay, and you don't know where you're going to live, and you're losing a place that you can call your safe space, which is your home. That's a very hurtful situation. And for her to be an elderly lady who wants to start over when you've had a home that you've lived in since you can remember. This home, according to her, was passed down throughout her family. And that's a place that she pretty much, I guess, imagined that she would take her final resting place in this particular home. So for them to come in and they want to take land that's near or to where her home is sitting, to where now she has to move and give her home up, that's very sad. So I applaud Tyler Perry for stepping in and helping this older woman with her situation. That's impressive. So shout out to Tyler Perry, honey. Shout out to Tyler Perry and Madea, because I'm pretty sure both of them were there, even though they're the same person. Not to joke on it, but yeah. But yes, absolutely, okay. Shout out to Tyler Perry and Tyler Perry Studios, because baby, he will give you a job. Go down there, audition. He's always having jobs there. If you want to be an extra in a movie, go on down to Tyler Perry Studios, because they're always having stuff going on there, jobs and all that type of stuff, where they do hire, honey, and they will get you on out there, all right? So let's get on to the next topic. Sherri Shepherd, you guys. I saw this and I said, oh my God, I want to talk about it. Sherri Shepherd, guys, spills tea on Barbara Walters, okay? She says that she gave Richard Pryor, honey, y'all know comedian Richard Pryor, who has passed away, honey, rest in peace to him, says that Barbara Walters, honey, had a situationship with comedian Richard Pryor. Barbara done gave Richard Pryor the buns out here, honey. is what they're saying. I said, not Barbara Walters. Not Mama Barbara out here, honey. I said, oh my God. Y'all, let's talk about it. Now, the person who actually originally told this was that Joy Behar from The View, the show The View, the one with Whoopi Goldberg, sat down with Sherri Shepherd on her show, and the two started going down memory lane. They're saying, wow, they both co-hosted on the show together. They're saying that Sherri Shepherd revealed that Joy Behar used to spill all the scoop on set about, you know, different things that was going on in each other's lives and stuff that was going on historically with the women. You know, y'all know how women do. We talk about stuff that, you know, that happened in our life or whatever. We be spilling little secrets or whatever. So Sherri Shepherd says that comedian Paul Mooney told her about how they walked in, honey, on Barbara Walters and Richard Pryor, honey, getting busy back in the day. I said, well, say no more, Lord. Richard Pryor was doing the damn thing, and that's just surprising that her and Barbara Walters, baby, was child. She was getting down with the swirl back then. Who knew? I didn't know that about Barbara. Did y'all? I said, well, hot damn, Barbara. Barbara, this is Shirley, honey. I did not know that you was down with the swirl out here, sis. I look at Barbara Walters kind of different now, like, sis. Like, you let Richard Pryor hit Barbara. And rest in peace to you too, ma'am, honey. That child. Oh my God. So they said that child, it was not an ongoing thing, that it was just kind of like a spare of the moment type situation, to where they saw each other like backstage, honey, and they was in this room and they decided to do a little something back there. Barbara, honey, had her legs up in the ceiling fan back there, honey, in that little room with Richard Pryor. I said, oh my God. They was back there. Let's see what they were playing back there. Who could they be playing? Because y'all know back in the day they had that old music. Let's see, what were they playing? Were they playing that Hole in the Wall music? That Hole in the Wall song? Let's go, baby, to the hole in the wall. That song. They could have been playing that. Okay. Yeah, they could have been playing that back there while Barbara Walters was getting her groove on back there with Richard Pryor. Oh my God, Barbara. Girl, who knew you had a ceiling fan on high back in the day, girl? I did not know. Let me find out Barbara Walters, honey, was down there with the swirl, honey. I can't believe that shit. When I heard it, I was like, what? I kind of believe it, too. Barbara, you kind of give freak vibes because you're real quiet. And it used to be them quiet ones. They be having them little secret freak vibes about them. They do. It do. Now, I knew Barbara was a little sassy and all that, but I ain't know you back there booed up with Richard Pryor like that, sis. Okay. Ooh, Lord, resurrect me, Lord. I can't take no more. Let's move on, child. Baby, I about flatlined when I heard that, honey. They would have to put the jumper cables on me and bring me back. Because, baby, Barbara Walters and Richard Pryor. Ooh, Lord, put the jumper cables on me, Jesus. I need that shock, honey. Bring me back. All right. Shit. Ooh, child. That's probably what took you on out of here, Barbara. Thinking about old Richard Pryor, honey, the way he was putting it down. Because Richard Pryor looked like he be smashing them down back in the day. Because he had a few 304s back then. You know, he did. He married quite a few times, so he knew what he was doing back then. But, ooh, child. Barbara, honey, get in where you fit in, literally. All right, moving on, and rest in peace to you, sis. Because, ooh, child, I know you left this world with a smile on your face, honey. But, Lord. All right, let's move on, child. Somebody said, wow, who knew? Right. When I saw it, but I was like, why y'all got to be talking about Barbara business, though, before we move on? It's always people's Joy Behar, okay, with your over Botox ass face. Why you got to be sitting your ass up there talking about somebody's business, Joy Behar? Why you got to be talking about folk business? You mad because you won't get none? Is that what it was? You mad because nobody want to be smashing you like that, Joy? Is that what it was? It's always a hating ass biatch that want to be telling other people business. That's what it gave me. You want to be jumping off the dresser like Barbara. That's what it sounded like, Joy Behar. Okay, that's what it sounded like to me. And Barbara seemed like she was that girl. I saw some older pictures of Barbara Walters back in the day. Barbara Walters was beautiful. Barbara Walters was that chick, okay? Barbara was beautiful back in the day. Y'all better go look at some older pictures of Barbara. I said, I see why old Richard Pryor jumped on that, honey, because Barbara was serving the girls back then. Okay, she was. Don't get it twisted, honey. Don't get it twisted, baby. Barbara was serving the girls. So shout out to you, honey. Moving on. Candice Owens, honey. Candice Owens. Y'all know who she is. She's a very controversial being, honey, that's always sticking her nose and stuff, and she's always wrong, honey, and loud and wrong at that. But she kind of makes a proposition for Carly Russell, honey. Now, this and the controversial activist Candice Owens, honey, says that she will pay Carly Russell's $18,000 fine for a candid sit-down interview, honey, if she reveals her whereabouts during the 48 hours that she was missing. Now, y'all already know Carly Russell, honey. She's been found guilty. She has to serve a year in the prison system. Okay, she got to get them 3 braids to the back, baby. That's coming up. She was missing here for quite some time. She got to pay that restitution of $18,000 as well. Okay, yes, she does. I saw a recent video where she and her family was coming up out the courthouse, and this reporter was standing outside and was asking Carly, why did you lie? Why did you lie about this situation? And even he even was trolling Carly Russell's mom. And Carly Russell's mom, honey, went over there and attacked the reporter. And I'm gonna play it today, honey, cause I got the video. Attacked the reporter, baby. And the reporter was snapping off on her ass. She got mad because the reporter was asking her, why were y'all lying, and why were y'all lying for your daughter when y'all knew that this was a whole lie? Now, I already told y'all, because I covered this story. This was not the first time that Carly Russell did a disappearance act, okay? This is not the first time that she's done this. It just did not get this much media attention when she did it before. This time, it went too far. This time, it got media coverage to where helicopters, the police, and everybody got involved and was looking for her ass. That is why she's being charged, because she misused the 911 system, okay? And she lied and gave false reports to the police. So they had no choice but to charge her for that. You cannot do that. Think about so many other situations where the police and the ambulance and everybody else can be for real situations, and you are misusing that system. You can't do that. So as a result, and then of course she and her family are appealing this situation when you know you lied. Why? Just go ahead and eat the fact that you did this and move on with your life. With you appealing it, it's only further prolonging your hate and people trolling the hell out of you for this, because forever, you're going to forever now be known as this person who lied and created this false story, and that your ass is crazy. Like, just go ahead and do your year. Pay this $18,000 and move on quietly. Don't even talk about the shit no more. Stop doing news, press conferences and all that. Don't do that, because you're only prolonging the embarrassment that you're going to be facing from this. It's so crazy. But her mom attacked the reporter outside of the courthouse, y'all. And they tried to get her in the car so that they could leave. She done got back out the car and walked back in the courthouse and stand over there looking crazy. But the reporter, I'm talking about, it was loud, putting their asses on blast, like asking them, why did you guys lie? I'm gonna play it today in my Poppy and video, so you guys can see the video if you haven't seen it already. All right. But I was like, damn. But she wants to know, Candice Owens is asking Carly Russell and her family to sit down and do an interview with her because she wants to know her whereabouts and where she was for the last 48 hours when she allegedly went missing, honey. She won't missing, baby. Okay. Give me that interview. I'll tell you where her ass was. All right. Give me the $18,000 and I will sit down and do a candid interview and tell you where her ass was. Okay. Candice Owens. If you giving out $18K like that, Camille can tell you where her ass was. All right. She was down there, honey, at the Red Roof Inn. She was down there at the damn Red Roof Inn, okay? In that dirty tub down there at the Red Roof Inn, and laying up in there on that bed with them bed bugs is child down there where the Honda cars be, honey. With her little young boyfriend down there eating Cheez-Its in the bed. That's where she was at. Where my money? Candice Owens, cut the check. Okay? You ain't got to do no interview. I just told you. I just told you where she was for the last 48 hours, okay? Her car was down there side the road, as they say down there in Huntsville, down in Alabama. The car was on the side of the road, not the road, because that's how they talk down there. Her car had been on the side of the road, and she was in the room down there at the Red Roof Inn eating cheeses in there, after she got out of that dirty ass tub with the ring around it, and the bed bugs jumping all over the bed down there. That's where she was at. That's what it were. All right, I'm gonna need my check. Go on, hit me up, caramelrel75gmail.com. put that .com on the end, and hit me up and let me know so I can let you know where to go ahead and send my money. Because you ain't got to do no interview. I done told you what that shit is. That's what she were. All right? But she is set to go ahead and serve that year in the prison. I like to say the prison because it sounds so much real instead of jail. Jail ain't shit. Prison, when they say prison, that shit is real. It hit different when you say prison. The prison system. All right? You're going to have a little charge up on ya. You're going to get booed up for a year, girl. You got to eat that bologna, girl, with no cheese for a year. Y'all know what it be in jail. They're going to be sizing you up because you're real quiet, too. You look like you're real timid. So, you getting booed up like the very first day you go in there. You are. And your ass deserved that. Because you did not have to do that, Carly. You did it for attention. I don't know what kind of attention you got growing up or what your parents gave you growing up, sis. But that was not the attention that you should have been seeking. All right? You really about to get the real attention that your ass is seeking when your ass go to prison, okay? But they're saying that so far, like I said, her family, they have not responded to Candice Owens' request for this interview. All right? But Carly, she's not about to sit down and talk about where she was at. Child, she is not about to give up the honeycut hideout where she was at for 48 hours, Candice. She don't want to talk about the honeycut hideout. I just told you. But moving on, child. Jada Pinkett's disturbed nosy mama, honey. She decided to hop on the internet and got her ass chewed out to check people, honey, coming for Jada and saying that they're coming for her and she don't like it because she calls out and she's talking about what's going on between her and Will. She says that she said that things between her and Will, both her and Will, was agreed upon, okay? Mama, why you speaking on it? Because were you there when they agreed on this? See, you taking Jada's side because that's your daughter. Because she let you get a few checks being on Red Table Talk, which is about to be coming back there saying in 2024, by the way. I don't give a damn if the table is red, green, purple, or yellow. I don't want to hear shit Jada got to say no more. I am done with Jada Pinkett Smith. Do you understand me? Oh, let's rephrase. I am done with Jada Pinkett Shakur, like they say online. Jada Pinkett Shakur Alcina. Damn. Smith. Shit. I'm sick of her. I don't want to hear nothing else she got to say. And I damn sure don't want to hear nothing else that her damn mama got to say. This is between Jada and Will. Now, she done hopped in trying to defend her, and they done tore her ass up online. They done had to turn the comments off because they were going so far in on her. You ain't see how they done trolled the hell out of Will because he decided to speak up? Will had to turn his damn comments off. Now, the mama done hopped her bald-headed ass up in there, and they done had to tear her ass cheeks off, too. Y'all just don't like ass cheeks no more, I'm seeing. Y'all just don't like them. I mean, damn. Now, Jada's mom said that that you did not cheat on Will, but both parties are living their lives and they're living upon what they agreed upon. And that's fine. But my thing is, if you guys are so fine with the agreement that you made, why are you still doing interviews instead of just living your life? Why not just live your life? If you said, okay, Will, this ain't working between us. We ain't gonna never divorce. We just gonna stay separated and you do who you want to do and do what you want to do and vice versa. I don't see the point of a book, a tell-all book. I don't see the point of all these damn interviews that Jada continues to do. Now they're trying to bring the Red Table Talk back so that they can further talk about this shit and get on our nerves. Like, why? The children are confused. Will and Jada's kids are hella confused because they've allowed them to grow up in a household where they just do whatever the hell they want to do. Oh, it's called freedom of expression. I wish the hell I would have had freedom of expression growing up in my house. Not in a black household. You don't have no damn freedom of expression. Okay, it's like mama tell you go do them damn dishes. You don't get to talk back and then say, oh, I have freedom of expression. No, your damn teeth gonna be scattered like dice. Is what it's gonna be. I mean, that's what that were. You don't get to do that freedom of expression shit bullshit in no black household. We don't do that. But Jada and them, they raising their kids Hollywood, and that's why their ass is batshit crazy now. The daughter don't know if she like boys or girls. The son don't know if he want to put on pants or a skirt. Like, the shit is crazy. They don't know. The son drawing on eyebrows, the daughter cutting hers off. Like, what the hell is going on with these kids? This the next generation of cray-cray. Damn. Jada ass out here got August Alsina ass crazy. When he doing interviews crying and shit. Like, enough is enough, y'all. I'm sick of Will and Jada if I don't ever hear about them ever again in life. I'm serious. Now Jada is talking about she used to sell weight in the hood. Now they looking for some they were like, what hood you sold weight in, Jada? That's got to be verifiable. You can't just be out here saying shit like that. Because now people in the hood, they want you to verify your hood and where you were selling weight. Like, girl, where you was selling that butter at? That's what they want to know. Where you was slicing off that butter at out there in the hood? You was selling weight out here. What hood you claim? What set you claiming out here, sis? That's what they want to know. Where you chopping that butter at? We got to say it because we want to be monetized. Where you chopping up that butter at out there? So you trying to act like you all hard because you hung out with Tupac a time or two. That's what it's giving. You trying to give off that you hard and that you got that street credibility out here. That you was out here pushing that butter. That's what you trying to say. Yeah. It ain't verifiable. Ain't nobody in the hood even know your ass out there. All they remember, your ass went out there and checked the mail at the mailbox and took your crazy wild ass back in the house. You won't pushing no weight. And I'm going to go ahead and verify that shit right here. Until I see some receipts. Like Whitney Houston tried to say she had some receipts from the weight she was picking up out there. Until you show me some receipts, then I don't want to hear shit else about it. I'm sick of Jada. I'm sick of you, Jada. Okay? No. All right. Your daughter, let me say this to the mama before we get up off y'all. I'm going to send a message out to your bald-headed ass mama because I'm sick of her ass too. I'm sick of y'all. Correction, Miss Ma'am. Your daughter, honey, is doing unnecessary interviews, embarrassing the hell out of Will. That's the problem here. Because Will won't really talking out till Jada's ass start talking out, okay? Yeah. That's what's going on here. For your bald-headed, disrespectful, lying-ass daughter out here telling shit that she should not be telling. Now, I'm sick of her. Now, you out here telling everybody you got alopecia. Then you said Tupac had alopecia. Why you telling this man business? Maybe he don't want everybody to know he had alopecia out here. Damn. Now your ass running around here got Will looking like he 967 years old, stressed the fuck out over you, doing interviews, telling y'all business. If that's what y'all agreed on, damn it, continue agreeing on it and leave us the hell alone. All right, moving on. I'm sick of them. Both they bald-headed asses. I don't like to be calling people bald-headed out here, but I'm sick of them. Damn. Bald-headed heathens out here. Ooh. Let's move on, child. Jada mama do look good, but I'm sick of her ass. I'm sick of her. Like, nobody asked you to speak up. I see y'all putting it in the comments. Jada mama looks good. She do look good for her age, but I'm sick of her ass. I'm sick of her. She's starting to look like Jada now. And because I'm mad at Jada, her mama got to get it. I'm sorry. I'll pray about this shit later. But for right now, her mama is a bald-headed troll. For right now, okay? I'll visit it later. But for right now, you a bald-headed troll, Jada mama. All right? I'm sick of y'all. And I'm sick of y'all red table. I want to throw that hole somewhere in the woods. The next time I see a red table, I'm throwing that hole in the woods just because I'm thinking about Jada. Moving on. Quad web, child. I hate I even got on a red shirt. Shit. I might go to work in my bra today. Just because I'm tired of this shit. Sit up there and do all my damn Zoom meetings in my bra today at work. Take this damn red shirt off. Shit. They done pissed me off. Jada. Thinking about this damn red table now. I don't want nothing red. And my damn shoes is red. Because y'all know a bitch be coordinating over here. Yes. But anywho and anyway. Let's move on, child. Quad web, child. She is back in the news. Yeah, she's back in the news again. She another one that's getting on my damn nerves. All right? She is. Somebody say I can't breathe. Girl, don't leave this earth, child. It's just jokes, all right? Don't leave us, honey. It's just jokes. But anywho, child. Quad web. Let's talk about her I don't even want to say it, Lord. Irritating ass. Let's say it that way. Her irritating ass. Quad web of Married to Medicine, honey, is now having words with the women on the show, honey. with the cast members of Married to Medicine, honey, regarding taking Dr. G and his new wife's side in terms of them being invited on the new season, honey, of the show. Now, we already talked about how she was coming for production, saying that she felt like they should have said something to her before inviting Dr. G and his wife onto the new season of the show. Don't nobody got to check for you, sis, and tell you anything or ask you anything about Married to Medicine. Because the last time I checked, Mariah Hook, who actually put the show together, who actually brought the show to the network, the one that also helped you get on the show, Quad, that's the one that you helped run up off the show. Okay? That's the one who probably y'all want to run some shit back, because she's still getting paid even though she makes no appearances from the show. Okay? She still gets residuals and checks from Married to Medicine and any other franchise up under Married to Medicine. That's bullshit. Mariah Hook still gets paid from Married to Medicine. Yeah, she does. People can say what they want to say. Mariah is very controversial. I like Mariah. I would like to see Mariah back on the show, which we know that will never ever happen. It will never ever happen because of business and contracts and all that stuff and ins and outs of what happened between her and the production company with Bravo. But my thing is this, Quad, you're really starting to feel yourself a little bit, sis. This is not your show. If it wasn't for Dr. G, you wouldn't be on the show because it's called Married to Medicine. You are no longer married to medicine, all right? You're not. I'm sorry. So the fact that you are mad, she's real pressed about Dr. G and his wife being back on this damn show. Now, Dr. Heavenly, who was Quad's best friend and ally last year, okay, last season, is said to be in agreement with Dr. G and his new wife. Her name is Tisha. I told y'all I have conversations with her on IG. She's mad cool. Coming on the show, which is Married to Medicine, all right? Actually, Dr. Heavenly is the one who actually reached out to Tisha to ask her about coming on the show and how would she like to be on the show. And it said that Dr. G and Tisha, this is not the first time that they had been reached out to by Bravo to come on the show. The first couple times they declined. This last time, of course, they said okay, because they will be showcasing, like I said, their wedding, their bachelor and bachelorette parties that they will be having leading up to the wedding, and just their life period. So honestly, they do have a storyline, unlike Quad, who does not have one. So she's been sitting back real pressed and mad that the women on the show, Dr. Simone, Dr. Jackie, Heavenly, and everybody else on the show, including Toya, are in favor of Dr. G's wife and Dr. G being back on the show. They remained friends when Dr. G left. Okay, Dr. Simone and her husband, they're real good friends with Dr. G because I follow them as well on social media. They're always out and about somewhere on the town doing like double dates and stuff like that. So I kind of felt like that Dr. G and his wife might be coming back whenever they started hanging out real heavy with the cast. I was like, oh, they always together. So it just made sense for them to kind of co-mingle and be back on the show. I like the idea because the ratings were suffering for quite some time for Married to Medicine. And I feel like it's going to bring the ratings back up. So Quad, you are, like I said the other day, you so pressed about Dr. G and his wife being on the show, but you follow Dr. G's wife on social media, which is so weird. So are you doing that because you want to be stalking her? Or are you actually happy that the two of them are together and that he moved on and found someone that makes him happy? Like, what is your point of following her? And now you're in the media steady downing their situation and them being on the show. I don't get it. It's like a catch-22 here. Either you're happy or you're not. It sounded like you're miserable and you don't want to see him happy because you're not happy. You don't own this show. You're barely on the show. And it said that Dr. Heavenly actually spoke up, and they're saying that Dr. G actually is the reason that Quad is back on this season anyway, because Bravo really wasn't looking at her like that. When they offered her her contract to come back, she tried to stall them out for more money, so they weren't looking for her. They were just going to bring Dr. G and his wife on the show, but Dr. G spoke up for Quad so she can have another chance to be on the show. So it really had nothing to do with her saying, okay, I'll take the money y'all are offering. Dr. G spoke up for her. So had he not done that, you wouldn't be getting a check. But now you are trying to buck against him and his wife being on this show, saying that the production should have spoke to you about it because you feel a way that they're on the show on your platform. It's not your platform. You were his wife. He was the doctor. You were no one but his wife. You decided you didn't want to be married to him anymore. He moved on and found another wife, which that puts him back on the show. So girl, get out of here. Now she's fighting and carrying on with the women on the show because they're siding with Dr. G and his wife. So that's what's going on now. It's crazy. Who cares how you feel, Quad? Get over it. If you feel that bad and pressed about it, maybe get off the damn show. I said it before. Get off the show, sis. Ugh. It's so crazy. She's all in her feelings about this damn show and about them being on the show. She's saying that she feels that the women on the show, Married to Medicine, betrayed her because Married to Medicine is her platform. This is what Quad is saying. I said, girl, if you don't get the hell out of here, if you don't get out of here and take that dry ass wig with you with all that damn edge control that your ass be putting on there. I say, I ain't never seen nobody put that much damn edge control on their wig. Like, girl, what is going on with you? You need to go heal. It sounds like you need to go heal. Cause you too pressed about this situation. I wouldn't give a hot damn what my ex was doing. If he moved on, got married, what? If I saw that hole on the side of the street broke down, I would keep driving. That'd be just that much in not care mode. That would just be not caring. I don't care what somebody else is doing that much. But you helped run Mariah off the show. That's what I have a problem with. The same platform that you saying is your platform, it was also Mariah's platform. Nobody would know who you were, Quad, if it wasn't for Mariah. Don't forget that. If it was not for Mariah Huck, who brought you and Dr. G originally on this show, nobody would even know who you were. So you need to humble yourself and realize, sis, that you are on a platform that was afforded to you because of someone else. So don't be on here talking about my platform. It's not your platform. She gives too much sometimes. She gives too much. How they're betraying you. They're doing their job. They are doing their job. They could be friends with whoever they want to be friends with. It sounded like you want to try to control someone and who they be friends with, Quad. You can't do that, sis. That don't mean that you can't be friends with them too. Quad is like a kid. Y'all know how some kids be, oh, you their friend, so I'm not your friend no more. Like, girl, you too grown for that shit. Like, grow up. It's time to stop. It's time to maybe step down from the show and stop being so damn immature about it. I mean, Sister Circle, that show is gone. You was on that show, that's gone. You really don't have another recourse. Like, I don't know what else Quad is doing outside of Married to Medicine. So you might want to pipe it down so that you don't lose that platform as well. Because you was real braggadocious and you was feeling yourself when you had Sister Circle and Married to Medicine. Like, some of the women from the show was even saying that Quad acted like she didn't even know them no more and couldn't even speak because she was on 2 different platforms. Hell, we saw it on the show. She invited them to one of her events and act like she didn't even know their ass at the event. They was like, wow, Quad is doing the most. And now you fighting with them because they choose to be friends with Dr. G and his wife. Child, get over it and move the hell on, Quad. Please move on, sis, because I'm all for seeing them on the show, and I will be watching it, and I will be covering and or reviewing Married to Medicine coming back on November the 5th for those of you that will be watching on Bravo. Okay, let's move on. I ain't got no more for Quad, child. It sounds like you jealous because Dr. G's wife, his new wife, she a bad bitch out here. I'm just trying to tell you. No homo, but she is a bad bitch out here. And I can say that because she got a little hood in her too. I like that. She classy and she's a businesswoman, but she got a little hood in her. And she will check a bitch. And y'all gonna see it on the new season where she gonna check the hell out of Dr. Heavily. And Dr. Heavily gonna stand down because she know what it is. Y'all know Dr. Heavily stay on her rah-rah. But she ain't gonna do that with Tisha because Tisha gonna put that ass in check. And I'm here for it. She gonna come through there and kick the door down this season on Married to Medicine. Y'all gonna see that shit. Okay, because I've been following her for a while. I'm like, she that bitch right there. She got that real, that spunk in her like Dr. Simone. Y'all know Dr. Simone will cuss your ass out in a New York minute. And Tisha she'll cuss your ass out too. But let's move on. I like a bitch to speak her mind. I love it. Speak your mind because I'm that type. I love it. Let's move on to the next thing. Martell Schultz. Let's call it Martell Schultz because that's all his ass been talking about this season, child. Schultz. He real pressed about Schultz, child. If it wasn't for me and Melody, honey, you wouldn't be able to touch Schultz. So I'm gonna call your ass Martell Schultz, honey. He is said to be like a corporate filer for Schultz, I'm finding out. Y'all know his name is still on the business as an owner of Schultz. Y'all remember we talked about that before in a live, They're saying that he does like corporate filings still for the company because he's still listed as an owner for the business. Hence the reason why he and Marceau cannot completely cut ties with each other. All right. They kind of got to be in each other's lives, because I don't feel like Martell sold all of his stakes to the company whenever he sold it over to them. I feel like the two of them, they're going to fight, they're going to argue. Martell going to put Marceau's shit out there. But at the end of the day, as y'all saw on the episode, they turned right back around and became friends right after throwing each other under the bus and telling each other's business and yelling at each other and doing what all they were doing. Y'all know Martell is going to always go there. Okay, Marceau is gonna be messy and do the shit that he do, because he got female tendencies. But at the end of the day, they're gonna make up and be right back friends, because they got to be in business behind the scenes. Martell still has his hands in Schultz. All right. Now, Fred, aka Martell's business partner, just received a new permit, you guys, to build a daycare, is they're saying, down there in Huntsville. All right, which is their second actual project that they worked on. The first project was that house that we saw that they were supposed to be building on the show, which the city actually put a halt to because of something with the permits. And then Martell was not supposed to be, I guess, doing that because he does not have a builder's license. So he was doing some things he wasn't supposed to be doing, which got the actual project shut down. So their house is not even being built. They're saying it is like a frame that's still up to this day. All right, they can no longer work on it. But they did say that Fred did get a second project, a second permit for a daycare that they're supposed to be building, which I said, Lord God, why, Lord, why? So they said that Martell, y'all know he's already working under Fred's builder's license, using him, because that's what Martell lives to do. He uses all of his friends, okay? Anybody that Martell can use, because Martell can't do shit on his own. All right, he used Marceau, okay, to help him cheat with Ariane. Martell uses anybody that he can. Now he's using Chris Fletcher to be able to squat in that house, saying, oh, we're friends, I'm not moving out. Had it been anybody else, he'd have been out of that house. But because it's Chris Fletcher and he can use him, that's exactly what he's doing. He used Melody's builder's license to work through Holt & Holt and turned around and messed that up. So everybody that Martell works with and use, he wind up messing it up. He messed up that relationship because Martell does not understand loyalty. He didn't understand it in his marriage to Mel. He don't understand loyalty when it comes to friendships. He is slowly chipping away at his friendship with Chris Fletcher because he's getting tired of him messing up his money. Chris can't sell a home if you're still living in there and refuse to move. So you messing with his money. Money and friendships, baby, listen, them two should never ever meet. Friends and business, you got to keep a clear head in that. And I feel like Chris is not able to do his job. And I said it the other day. Chris can't fully do his job with Martell because he allows the friendship. And Martell likes to throw that in his face. We're friends. You're supposed to be my boy. So I don't hold you accountable because you're my boy. Absolutely fucking not. You need to get out, sir. And Chris needs to go beyond just telling him he needs to get out. He needs to, I already said the other day, get the sheriff and get his ass up out of there. And let him be in his feelings. He'll get over it. And if he don't, it's fine. What does Martell bring to the relationship? Or the friendship, rather? Weigh your options. What does Martell bring to the friendship that if you lost your friendship with him, what would you be losing? Besides just him, he brings nothing. Weigh your options. If you're doing more of the giving and he's doing more of the receiving, then cut your losses. I'm not going to never let nobody mess up my money over a friendship. F that. And if you're my real friend anyway, you're not going to jeopardize my money. That's how I see it. If you know this is my way of making money and or surviving, you're not going to do anything as a friend to mess that up. So I can't see you as a friend if you're trying to jeopardize my coin. But let's move on, child. So they're saying that Fred, like I said, acquired that building permit for building that daycare in Huntsville, honey, since, like I said, the city put a halt on that house. So they have a second project they're going to be working on together. Martell kind of acts like he's Fred's boss, which is so weird, when he's really working up under Fred. Have y'all noticed that? Thank you so much, Sheila Macy, for the super chat, my dear. Have y'all noticed that Martell tries to act like he's Fred's boss? Did y'all notice that on the episode when he showed up to the job site? Really, Fred is the boss. Fred is holding the license. Fred is actually over everything that's going on with that project. But Martell kind of, and I don't know if he's just trying to play it up for the cameras. He tried to do it the same way when they showed him before working with Fred, when Mel popped up over there to go talk to him. He tried to kind of act like he was running things, like he was the boss. And I kind of called it too when he had that conversation with Fred and Chris Fletcher, where he was saying that he had his crew, his men crew coming up when he and Melody had Hold. I had my crew coming over there doing this. Nigga, you ain't had no crew. Martell always tries to upplay himself to act like he was the boss when it was really Melody running things. Martell was just going to job sites looking at like land and stuff like that. He really wasn't running stuff like he thought he was. He tried, and he had everybody fooled prior to Mel divorcing him and all that shit kind of coming out, you know, to the public, to find out that it was really Mel running everything, that she was the boss. Everybody, well, I didn't really think that shit because I knew Martell was a loser. But, I mean, since everything came out when Mel divorced him, Martell had people fooled into believing that he was really running things and that he was really the boss. He's trying to have that same persona I'm noticing with Fred, when Fred is the one that's really running things and Fred has all the license, kind of like with Melody. Martell is a handful. And the fact that Fred even is working with him, I think he's doing it because he feels sorry for Martell, not because he's such good friends with him, because he knows Martell ain't shit. A friend knows when their friend ain't shit like that, but then they start feeling sorry for them, and he don't really want to see Martell just down and out with nothing, because Martell don't really have any other recourse. I don't think nobody will hire him, because he is a felon. Not to say the felons can't get jobs, but Martell, he has burnt bridges everywhere he's gone. He's the reason why they were saying that he was part of the reason why that the comeback group didn't get that whole 47 acres deal that I think Melody signed on to get it or something like that, and he was upset with her. But you didn't have no builder's license. You refused to go and study to get the test so that you could be in on it. But then you want to use other people and their credentials as a come up. He did the same thing with Belinda. And he's being investigated for that as we speak, y'all, with those, he's being investigated for those quick deeds that he had Belinda go and sign for him. Did y'all know that? Martell is currently being investigated for the quick deeds that he went and had Belinda sign over to him while he was during his bankruptcy. You know, he couldn't purchase anything during that time, so he had Belinda selling him over quick deeds for property for like $1. Did y'all know that? I said Martell he's a criminal. Everybody been looking at his brother Montez, aka Rhino Nick. They been looking at him as being a criminal, but Martell is neck and neck. No pun intended, in terms of being criminal and doing criminal activity as well. Martell is the one you need to be looking at too. I mean, if this nigga is out here doing the shit he was doing with ATMs, I don't put nothing else past him. Them damn suits, them suits does not change the way you look, Martell. You are a criminal in a suit. I'm sorry. You a criminal in a suit. Y'all know that Martell, I'm sorry, okay. Y'all know that Martell, honey, he and Belinda, they don't have any type of friendship now. Belinda cut all ties with him and unfollowed him, and Destiny. I hinted on that before as well. Belinda don't fool with Martell at all ever since this investigation took off about these damn quick deeds. And you knew what you were doing, Belinda, but you let Martell talk you into doing some shit you shouldn't have been doing, because that's what he does. Look at how he does Ariane. Ariane already said, me and Martell have done some shit that could have landed us in prison, but you're willing to jeopardize your freedom over Martell? I don't know what it is with these women that's willing to do any and everything that Martell asked them to do, knowing that the shit be illegal. So now that he's being investigated for these quick deeds, Belinda, she done cut ties and she got nothing to do with Martell. She ain't got nothing to do with Martell. I said, this shit is so crazy. But then you were his girlfriend. You was Boss Baby's babysitter, as you were trying to say. You were trying to be like a mother figure and speaking out and showing pictures of Boss Baby, which I ain't like that shit either. Don't post no pictures of my kids and you the girlfriend. That's one quick way, honey, to get told off. Don't do no shit like that. I didn't like that. You went too far right there, Belinda. But the simple fact that Martell has the ability to use people and convince them to do things that's illegal is just so crazy. He turns out to be very conniving. I said, I see why him and that damn Marceau hang out the way they do, because they have the same mentality. They have the same mentality. Then you sit your ass on Love and Marriage Huntsville and scream and yell at Marceau for the way he do you when you're doing that to other people. You are just as fraudulent and just as conniving as anybody else, but he can pick it up and call it out on everyone else, but he don't see it when he do it. It's so crazy, y'all. I have peeped that about Martell. That is so crazy. But that's all I got for y'all this morning, honey. I hope that you guys enjoyed the show and all of our topics that we covered this morning. Let me get in here right quick. Park on the end so nobody don't scrape my shit because I'm going to be mad. Yes. I see it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm parking. Trying to straighten up here. Ooh. But that's all for our show, as I was saying, guys. That's it for our show. I hope you guys enjoyed the topics. Feel free to go ahead and leave some comments for me. Yep, I see it. I see it. But yes, thank you guys. And thank you, mods, also for doing a great job. And see you guys later for our pop-in, okay? Have a blessed day. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the cash apps as well, okay? Blessings to all and goodbye. Love you guys down. Bye.